Hello everyone! 2 days ago, the NOOBIFIER released a very interesting video. What will finally kill Star Citizen's funding? Episode 1. So, more to come. This is a fantastic video. If you just want to listen to it, he writes this himself. Treat this video as if it is an audio book. Perfect if you are playing a game and just listen to it on your second monitor. Link to his video is in my first pinned comment below. Why is this video interesting? It shows the mindset of two mega whales who are $84,000 in and have 17 accounts because they want everything, every ship, every skin. I am not making this video to talk about how silly this is, calling them stupid or anything. No, I don't think they are stupid. They have a different mindset and I find it very important to talk about it. There are people who see Star Citizen as a hobby. They are buying ships like others buy and collect Pokemon cards.
Yeah, definitely. We are so deep, and exactly like you said, we are collectors. So at the moment, we are still going strong, happy to support any new ship, new skin, new anything. We are all about it. We're there to grab it. As far as divesting, no, definitely not.
So the other thing is, I just want people to understand, we don't see this as a game. We see this as a hobby. So much like whether you're building a race car and you're blowing money on transmissions and tires and track time and gas, or you're playing golf and you're spending time on the range, you're spending for course fees and new clubs and all that. It's a hobby. It's a choice, and you get satisfaction and happiness. Exactly, exactly.
That's fine. Your ROI is already achieved when you purchase the ship.
If they haven't bought something in like 2 months, they start to get withdrawal symptoms. I know I was one of them. I'm healed now for more than 3 years though. They don't care much about the game or progress. Chris will deliver. You cannot convince them. They don't even care about the release anymore.
I think it's been so long that I kind of forget about the game even being released.
Okay, so you just accept it. You're just
I just
numb
accept
to
it. Yeah, I feel like I am numb. And
that's
it will come when it comes, you know.
That's not good.
They are even fine with CIG not being able to get a game to run decently on a dedicated server with just 4 players on it, pretty much perfect conditions. He didn't have any expectations the game would run great.
I noticed in that video was a little bit of infighting. Obviously the game didn't play great, but let's be very clear. I did not have expectations of the game playing great.
Yeah, nobody thought it was going to work.
Right, so let's be real here. Anyone that thought that it was going to be playing great, I got some bridges to sell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got bridges, right? I mean, unicorns and rainbows exist. I don't know what to tell you.
If you're a developer and you don't know that your own game is not working, then there's bigger problems at CIG. And I think that really, let's park that one as half of the community's concern. Is that why would you launch a live stream if you knew the thing was busted? And we can answer that question with CIG doesn't normally care.
Okay. I don't even know what to say about this. Year 14, more than $1 billion in funding, a dedicated server for only 4 players under ideal conditions, and the game still was a buggy mess. These things, brain-dead NPCs, people couldn't reload their weapon and needed a takedown, people couldn't use their mid-gun, inventory didn't work, looting didn't work, and NPCs were repeating the same stupid voice lines over and over again. I cover you, I cover you, I cover you, I cover you. And here we have 2 mega whales who just don't care about the sorry state of the game in year 14. He even tries to be smart. If you believe the livestream would have been great, I have a bridge to sell to you. I hate to tell this to you, but you are part of the problem. He also mentions he made a lot of friends playing Star Citizen. Well, you can do this in any online game. I made a lot of friends playing MMORPGs. Even back in the dark age of Camural days, people played online, fell in love, met and married in real life. I know a few. At the end of his video, NOOBIFIER showed them a 7-year-old video of him showing what was, according to CRG's roadmap, supposed to come 6 years ago. Giving commands to NPC wingmen. Well, we had this in Wing Commander, swimming, mech boots, Squadron 42 beta, etc. Nothing of this is in the game now 6 years later. Yeah, it was supposed to come 6 years ago. This seems to be the only time the whales were kinda silent and maybe started to think about their choices. At any rate, as long as Chris has people like this, he can continue to dream big but deliver little to nothing. Money still comes in big time. He even said, does anyone really think if we stop giving CRG money, they suddenly would work on the game? No, but if we continue giving Chris money, nothing will change. Chris will still prioritize eye candy, expensive art for all his studios, his private cinema, and his interactive movie Squadron 42. For Chris, the Star Citizen PU is just his cash cow. He doesn't care about a PU. So let's say CRG starts to get less money. Maybe Chris will wake up and finally work on the game. The worst thing for me is not only is progress at a snail's pace, but we had much better things in the past. We had a wonderful Skybox with good contrast, destroyed in 3.94 with CRG's new murky cloudy Skybox. We had a much better flight model in the past, destroyed with the boring no fun master modes in 3.23. We had John Bridges' fantastic 3.1.4 craft left. After John had to leave, CRG destroyed it in 3.5. We had landing radar and repair drones before 3.0, all gone, etc., etc., etc. Star Citizen still has one of the worst user interfaces, item interaction, and inventory systems I've ever seen in any game, and this after several revisions. CRG is hiring people like, for example, Gabriel Hector, who never worked on any game before, and makes him senior system designer. I have nothing against Gabriel Hector. It's fine to give people a chance. They have to start somewhere. Hire people who never worked on any game before, put them under the lead of very experienced people. But making them senior system designer is a terrible idea. Gabriel Hector gave us this terrible UI, holographic design, ghosting text, ghosting icons, transparent background with lights shining through, no opacity slider, moving elements that never stand still, animated selection wheels that have no place in a PC game. Selection wheels are a crutch for consoles. Because it's animated, it can be hard to hit certain sectors. Picking up an item, a weapon lying on the ground, is quick and painless in plus 99% of all games, but not in Star Citizen. You have to dance around a weapon. If you wear heavy armor, the armor is in the way, because camera is not in the eye socket of the player, but behind the ears. You have to kneel, look for an F prompt, then you can pick up the gun. In a fight, you are dead 10 times over before you picked up the weapon. Occasionally, people bring up suing CRG. I don't know if this is even possible. I'm sure CRG made the contract watertight. But even if we could, most of the money is spent, we would get pennies on the dollar. I am way past concierge. I believed in Chris and CRG's lies. I know this money is lost. We will never get the game Chris and CRG promised us in the last 13 years. Never. At least I learned my lesson. However, as long as such mega whales exist, Chris can just continue what he does. Collect money, deliver little to nothing. They will not stop buying ships until they cannot anymore. NOOBIFIER asked the right questions. It's a very good video. Please watch it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
What the fuck is this?
Hello everyone! Today I want to talk about the Skybox, about the universe. This is footage from January 2024. And look how crisp this looks. Look how dark space is. This is a very nice contrast. This looked very, very good. Another video, January 2024. This looked very, very nice. You can argue atmosphere is a bit too high for a planet, that's correct. Still, the Skybox universe looked very, very nice. And here we are in the center of Stanton, February 2024. This looked so nice, this looked fantastic. Well, with one exception, Sun is not in the center of Stanton, but the Skybox, the universe, looked so nice. And then, after almost a decade, Skybox changed in summer 2024 and 3.24. Now we have those clouds everywhere, we have very low contrast. How can you destroy something that was so beautiful and replace it with this after almost 10 years? This is Stanton. Stanton is now murky green. And here we are in Pyro. Stanton is greenish, Pyro is brownish reddish. And look, clouds everywhere. This looks so terrible. How can you destroy something that was so beautiful and replace it with this? CRG didn't even announce this in advance. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.